once more into the load screen as we return to V Rising 1.0. And while it may have solved one of the problems out of early access by allowing us to move Castle with a honestly fairly innovative system, the old pain point of boss gating in the Terraria style, where the things you need to defeat a boss are gated behind that boss, or an even later boss, that problem still persists. Nevertheless, we persevere, because despite everything, the game is at least enjoyable. As long as I'm not smashing my face against the boss I'm undergeared for. Also, yesterday ended kind of abruptly because I simply lost power. So, I'm not exactly sure where it last saved. So that's something we'll find out together. This feels like it's taking longer to load than usual. But here we are with the final step. Whoa. We are nowhere near fully loaded. There we go. That looks better. Where's my gear? Thank you. I think this is actually roughly where I was standing when I lost power, so I don't think we've lost anything. Okay, we have lost a little.
The human mind bends to me.
This guy
Bend to my will.
is supposed to be in a servant box. Get in there. I know you're rubbish, but you're an even worse. You're an even worse prisoner than you
The
are
human
a
mind
servant.
bends to me, bend to my will. This cell is just for you.
Where's all my fish? Pretty sure I had more fish than that. While we're pattering around wasting night, how are my servants doing? The ones that I sent off to Farbane. Still busy, although they're about half an hour away from completion. And our new friend Lewis here is just not going to accomplish anything. Not with a gear score of 289, he's not. And no wonder, he has no armor. Well, we need to work on our cotton and our wool thread stock. Which means I'll need more pollen. And if I remember right, I can actually get pollen if I grind down extra flowers. Yeah, 15 flowers makes 10 pollen. Is there any world where that's a good trade? I suppose that depends on what we have for spare flowers. $500 Fire Blossom. We'll turn some of that into pollen. 400 Hell's Clarion, that can be pollen. 400 Blood Rose, pollen. Get to crushing. And this one sawdust has to be brought to the new library. Now that we've wasted half the night, what are our goals? Well, more cotton, and especially more wool thread. think we stay away from the cotton farms due to their reliance on garlic defenses. If we go south-ish, we have a number of other farms and encampments to harass. And a number of bad horses. This one has a speed of 10, but mine is still better. And we have a cloned horse here. What's going on with this? These are all terrible. Now, how do I destroy these horses so I don't have tons of horse icons all over my map just from the ones that I've tried out? No idea. Don't know if that's even possible. That was a strange warband. I've never dodged south and ended up north before. That's a surprisingly good amount of whole threat, though, just from bashing apart this camp. I'm glad we stopped by. Now onward to the one we originally targeted. Hello, everyone. That creature 73? Oh boy, one of the brutes. Well, that wasn't so bad, actually. We managed to isolate him and find a shady spot during the daylight. Surprising no one, yet another brute is just passing by. Oh, is that what that was? Maybe this farm to the east is not garlicked. Oh, it's got cows. Cows which are escaping. I don't even know what sunflowers are for. I'm taking all your sunflowers. Killing him wasn't actually part of the plan, but, you know, he was in the way. So all these trees are apple trees. Is there any significance to that? Can we get apples? I'm not seeing any apples. Okay, then don't. I'll just vandalize your home and steal everything. Don't really see anything else to smash and grab, so I think this farm is done with. I am gonna have to keep raiding cotton farms. Hear that garlic sizzle. I'm not even in range of it. It's already threatening me. Where do you keep your cotton? Don't bother. Oh, that's a 95? Excuse me? Cancel, cancel, don't eat them. Well, damn. I would have loved to hypnotize that one, but I didn't notice the number until after I was in the process of executing. Well, the good news is this increases our yield for practically everything. A plant fiber farm. You laugh, but I actually go through this stuff with surprising rapidity. Now, we just need to get by these guys, who are fairly unremarkable. And we have completely failed to do so. I keep bringing up my inventory window to make sure my inventory isn't completely full. Because if I ever stop being able to pick things up during these raids, it's not going to work out for me. We're getting saplings and cotton. This is pretty good. I don't know about the copper coins. Silver coins are fine. Ah, and now we are full. I can toss one leather for some fishbone. I think with that, it's time to take our loot home. Somehow past all the patrols. And now that I have Worker Blood 95, maybe we should go looking for some iron. Or even wood. Anything to take advantage of the 30% resource yield up? Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not picking fights right now, I'm just going home. Very disappointed to lose that Worker 95. I would have liked to put that one in a box. Putting everything away is going to be a fairly lengthy process. And these sunflowers we can grind into more pollen. I have no idea why the production of coarse thread involves pollen, but here we are. Wood to plank, stone to bone. Hearts to crush. Sun resist. Rats for the prisoners. Paper for the library. Paper and scrolls. I think that's enough scrolls to get a research. Just barely. Merciless iron longbow. Well, that's what it'll take. We need to make more paper, make more scrolls, and start unlocking these technologies. And scrolls, of course, also require coarse thread. And sunflower seeds go here. And why do I have scrolls again? Why is cotton considered an herb? That's a little weird. So we can make the merciless longbow. What does that involve? A regular essence, 3 reinforced planks, and 3 greater essence. That's not messing around, but... Of course I don't have the planks. Because the planks are annoyingly expensive. We've got iron roasting though, so that's good. Let's put this iron away while I'm in the area. Finally seem to have a respectable amount of iron. So my 2 questions right now are how many more servant coffins can I build?
Rise, servant, and do my bidding.
And how many more prison cells can I build? 2 more coffins. And that's room for a lot of cells, but that's also a lot of reinforced planks. Ah. The coffins we can do though, that's just some copper, some planks. Some greater blood essences. And I just noticed that our hunters have returned. You know what, maybe I shouldn't be counting iron. I should just be taking an immense stock of iron and using it to prepare even more reinforced planks. This is going to get silly. Just make them happen. Also, what have you brought for me? Fish. A coarse thread. A bunch of oil. Good work. Where is the other one? Bring me what you found. Sawdust for paper, that's a lot of coarse thread. Warlock gloves. A ton of wood. Also fairly well done. The servants are merrily servanting. We take half this coarse thread to repair scrolls with. The book for the Warlock gloves. Fish for the prisoners, so we're planning to expand here. I can make that merciless bow now. Oh, while we're here, let's put the oil and bones and blood away. Now it's up to 18th level. More merciless gear is definitely required. And you know what? I have no planks. There we go. The thread is threading. The wool is wooling. All is well. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That is. We'll scoot that over to make this space a little more easily walkable. We have things to put away. That's not a full set of Hollow Fang. Or at least it will be when those boots finish. Also, the ball gowns are cosmetic only. Hooray. So glad I unlocked those. A few more cloth to keep this going, and that is fabric and leather. Sorry, fiber and leather. Well, we've got the leather. And our cotton yarn supplies. Absolutely wonderful. In fact, most of what's going on here is rolling along pretty well. Now, who needs Hollow Fang gear the most desperately? Probably this guy. There you go. His gear score now almost rivals mine. That's fine. I need 4 more iron to expand this just a little bit more. This will also take planks and bricks for the walls involved. Do that all so I can fit more cells in here. Let's see where we can send everybody. I would love to collect cloth and wool thread and whatnot for free. Scourge stone would be nice too. Sacred Resistance and Dunley at 670. Nobody's got that. Not a single soul. Tracking expertise for this one, which is a little column A, a little column B, and they're under geared as well. I need somebody with a humble appearance. Basically, my brute warriors appear to be good for nothing. Oh, they could harvest the bastion for reinforced planks. But again, badly undergeared. That's not a lot for a 24-hour hunt. That's not a lot at all. Well, if we go for it anyway, we can get scrolls. See where else have scrolls. Scrolls are like the most important thing right now. We couldn't get them from here. And the quartz quarry, I don't see the need for that much quartz right now. I do need scourge stone, but my god, these guys are undergeared. The both of them together can't handle this place. These two farms are identical. Completely identical. And completely impossible for my current crew. You could go and get me some more paper and coarse thread. That would help. Does the loot improve if I add another character? It does. That is a lot of hide. But I'm after the thread and the paper. Oh, get to it. Crafting paper, crafting scrolls. Unlocking things we don't even care about. Just for the sake of unlocking them. All so we can push toward unlocking things that are actually valuable. And of course more coarse thread is needed. So we can make more wool thread. And get more hollow fang for the servants. No more pollen available. It's a good amount of reinforced planks though. I like that. Finally, we have a pretty sizable stock of planks. We built up a very ambitious prison. And our paper press is running out of plant fiber. No matter. we need to take advantage of our worker blood and go harvest the Iron Cave. How did we get into the Iron Cave again? I'm not seeing the way up. Here we go. I imagine it was just staring me in the face for a while. Now we just need to harvest the iron nodes while avoiding the golems. Okay, that's not right. Where did he even come from? You are not allowed to spawn on top of me. It didn't exist until after I broke that node. Again, there. What is even happening? I'm taking precautions and they don't matter. Why am I even bothering to try and avoid the one? Okay, I didn't even attack that one. He just got up on his own volition. Okay, this is getting way too hot. It's time to leave. Iron Elemental after Iron Elemental after... sorry. Rock Elemental after Rock Elemental. Just kept on getting up to cause problems. They just stood up and chose violence. And while I can deal with a couple at a time, I can't deal with them forming packs. So in addition to iron and wood and all the usual suspects, we need a broader selection of useful high purity blood candidates. Iron and sulfur and iron. We got more wood, which I'm actually doing more for the sawdust than for the planks. Stones and bones. Our wool thread at this point is kind of all set. Or, no, our cotton yarn is kind of all set. It's the wool thread that we're still being held back by. And where have I been storing all the flasks? There they are. I'll just drink this one, or keep it on hand. Give you some health back and some misery down. There's just that little square there that I can't get to with that tree that doesn't need to be there. I didn't build on it because it was just a single awkward square. Oh well, we'll deal with that another time. Jade the Vampire Hunter, 57. Yeah, I want no part of that.
Whispers of blood.
These guys, on the other hand, are simply in the way. You want to set yourselves on fire, that's fine with me. Cotton. Not that I need more cotton right now. The rumblings of the haunted mine. And we're losing night. Route 39. I would like him, but he doesn't have the traits I want. What we need is something like a worker or a priestess. Which I think we'll need to find over here in Dawnbreak. That's an interesting stone wall in my way. And I can't hop down here because it's all river.
Yeah,
B-Blood.
I'll take
Jade.
this.
Yeah, I don't want this dance. Is she still back there? No. Where's the shade? Where's the shade? Ow. Trying to get myself back into the shade, and the shade moved. And that's Jade again, in my way. Completely in my way. There's no way to go around. And one of these farms beside me is full of garlic, so that's what the hissing noise is. Maybe we can rat past Jade. Kinda doubt it, though. If I could fool a boss like that... Pardon me.
You better stick around.
No, she is not fooled.
One shot, one kill.
Leave the rat alone. I'm just a rat.
One shot, one.
You were imagining things. Alright, against all odds, we managed to rat our way through. Oh boy. Brute again, 62. And 20. And somebody was 40 something. Is this zone that I'm passing through another militia camp? Very much so. Ah. That's a Scholar 81 did I see there?
Secrets of the Sanguine world, speak to me.
I thought, yes, there's an 81 in the back. Why won't you die? Call of the week. Figure out what Scholar's Blood does. Spell power, spell cooldown, eventually life leech.
Thoughts are mine to dominate. Do not resist.
Let's just melt your brain.
Your mind is mine to control.
And now we have to get her home again. Which, as always, is the hard part. Especially as we need to pass by some other high tier blood over here. Shame I can't. Such a shame I can't dominate more than one at a time. I don't have the Scourge Stone to make those teleport stones that'll just warp these guys back to a prison cell. So, good old-fashioned sneaking around it is. Right between two militia camps. Not sure I wasn't spotted there. But gift horse and all that. And you are going upstairs in a servant box. You have to be either unassuming or wholly resistant. One of the two. Sacred resist.
I will make you mine.
Still waiting on the next leather recipe to unlock. You get kicked back to the map, and then you have to pick your home coffin or one of the way gates to respawn from, and it costs some equipment durability. You also lose anything that's not marked as bloodbound, so your equipment stays on, but your potions and anything in your inventory is dropped. It's pretty bad if you die to a boss, because the only thing you can do is go straight back to the boss to get all your stuff back. Silver resistance. Oh, that's for silver coins. Yeah, I just don't need that anymore. This needs more plant fiber to keep the paper train going. The flowers haven't regrown yet. Is there anything else I can make to raise my gear level? Nope. This is level 15, everything else is below. I do have to build that Eye of Morton, though. What has been keeping me from doing that? Scourge Stone. Which I have none of. A lack of Scourge Stone has been a big problem lately. I also need Scourge Stone for Dusk Callers. And I can't even farm Scourge Stone here at home because this recipe that summons priests that can drop Scourge Stone is gated behind a boss I haven't beaten yet. I can't go to the monastery for Scourge Stone because it's protected. It's a holy place. Just setting foot in there deals damage. So if I want to hunt Scourge Stone, the only real way to do it is to go up here, which is also a boss location. But I suppose as long as I don't go after the boss herself, I should be fine. $21, $38. $38 might make a good servant. That's a surprising copper cluster, actually. Let's grab this. Copper is an ore ago, and we've kind of outgrown it, but it's also still needed for some things. Move. There's a brute coming this way and a brute going this way. Can't get away from them. And they're all low percentage on blood, so not worth capturing. So this is where we need to be to hunt Scourge Stone. However that comes about. I'm not seeing any Scourge Stone, just lots of bones. There's one now. One Scourge Stone. If that's the best they've got, this is not a worthwhile trip. I hate bow cutting like this. Probably the dullest way you can conduct a combat. That is 3 Scourge Stones so far, which is enough for exactly nothing. Four. And more fun and games up at this plateau, which have all spotted me. And then there's not much point going to the next level up because that's the boss level. So unless I can sneak around and loot any boxes up here, this is just a risk not worth taking. There is a box in the back there. Maybe I can get that if I'm sneaky. No search stone. Not even worth the effort. Still, 5 stir stone? Not exactly a wasted trip. Kinda close though. I have no idea why plants randomly rustle and break. That's never explained. $33, not worth taking. What's so funny to me is that the sword says it has plus physical damage to vegetation, but as far as I'm aware, all vegetation is a one-hit kill. I don't have to hit plant fiber multiple times to break it. There has been no point that this increase in damage has been useful for. So, quite frankly, I don't even know why I keep this iron sword around. It doesn't really help me in any way. Except, I suppose, for the spin move that makes it easier to harvest cotton. But that's not worth keeping it around. Road 47. Now what I need is a worker. Something that has unassuming form. %, 8%. I'm going for it. And I'm eating you for some actual combat work.
Human minds bend easily.
Excuse me, I would like a word.
You are in my grasp.
Thank you.
Your mind is mine to control.
This one should be no trouble getting home, as we literally live right next door. I am gonna have to do something about all this junk in my side yard. don't have enough blood essence, at least not on me, to make the conversion. So a brief stop off in the alchemy room, which I remembered this time, gets us the necessary stock. Finally, humble appearance.
I will make you mine.
In the box with ye. Scourgestone and Hell's Clarion. But that's not the most important thing I needed Scourgestone for. This is. We don't have the iron. When did that happen? Now we have the iron. Now we're missing scrolls. Only 5 scrolls. Alright, let's see what we have for scrolls. Enough. We have all this paper. And I'm just going to gleefully make some more. Warlock boots. Also, don't care. This stuff is a tier ago. Now, Eye of Mortium is a decoration that can go practically anywhere. So I'll put it around here, near my throne and other logistic stuff. What do you do? Use your map to track rift incursions. Legion of Noctum channels Dracula's power. Destroy rifts. Level 57 plus, so that's above my pay grade. And it's still starting. So I've built the thing, I've activated the thing, and it's useless to me.
Yet another accomplishment.
We have jeweler's chamber flooring now, which is good. I can do something with this artisan table. Honestly, I'll probably enclose it right here in this 2x2. Jeweler's flooring involves what? Gem dust and stonework. It has some fascinating patterns. Gem dust, stone brick, and planks for the walls. Step 1, get out of the way. Step 2, get out of the way. Step 3. That looks nice. That looks not quite as nice. That I don't really like at all. This will just be entirely doors. This will technically count as walls for enclosing the room, but doesn't actually restrict movement at all. And then that goes over there. Do I have anything else that's jeweler related? Just the artisan table. Workshop, forge, alchemy. I still don't have tailor floors. Nope. Nothing else that's jeweler focused. Now I can apparently make jewelry more cheaply. I have 3 choices for level 12 rings, none of which I care about. So why do I have so much plant fiber on hand? Upgrade the castle heart unlocks dominate mount. Why would I want to do that? Upgrading the castle heart requires primal blood essence, which is gated behind a boss, and radium alloy, which I have no idea where it is or how to get it. We have reached the limit of my knowledge about the game. We have finally reached the point where I'm no longer coasting based on what I've learned the hard way from previous playthroughs, and now have to confront my own ignorance and constantly bash my head against how very much is not explained. I also need to keep upgrading my servants so they can perform better retrieval missions. There's just a lot going on. But the castle is still expanding and improving. Need more coarse thread, which means more pollen. None of that granted any pollen. We did get a seed that we don't need. You are close to 400, you can be pollen. Nothing else breaks 400, so we're leaving it alone. And with that, I need to step away for just a minute or two. Hopefully it'll be nightfall when I get back. I'll be back shortly. And we are back. I do apologize for the short delay, but some things refuse to wait.
Once more.
Looks like in our absence, night has indeed fallen, and another one of our servants, the scholar, is finished.
A new revenant to suit my purposes.
Unfortunately, she is currently useless, as she is low grade in basically every respect. No gear, and no spare gear. We can give her an iron weapon easily enough, but that won't be anywhere near what she needs to actually be viable. We could iron longbow into merciless iron longbow because we have all the materials for that, and that will be a decent level jump. Particularly since it doesn't really matter what she has equipped. So I'll just take some of this, and the amethyst, and the reinforced. Is that a power hammer? I know I shouldn't question advanced technology in a vampire lair in a medieval game, particularly for Castlevania reasons, but an active power hammer is still a level of ridiculous I wasn't prepared for. Now, about that scholarly servant. Where has she? She's still here. Convenient. Have a bow. And your hunt proficiency from literally nothing to 200. Still not enough to be sent anywhere. James here too is completely useless, and also has a hunt proficiency of even less. I'm gonna make some iron axes for me. Despite how much I enjoy greatswords conceptually, as a weapon and as a tool, it has been lacking. Alright, since we need radium ore, whatever the heck that involves, we should probably be exploring some other regions. I don't know what they are level-wise. Oh. And we have active rift incursion. Don't know where. Sure am glad I have that Eye of Mortium. It provides so much information. We just have this bar down here, which tells us nothing, because there's no highlight as to where that would be. So we race along the roads to discover new territory. Farbane and Dunley are important places, granted, but we need to expand our horizons and learn more about the world. Ooh. 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 Everything about this is bad. Everything about this is bad. I am regretting everything. They have rifles, and their levels are simply skulls. The wolves are still useless. What is this?
This isn't working.
I have no way to know. The trees are just regular wood. So I am risking my neck out here for nothing. Army outpost. Army camp. Yeah, I'm way up in the army area. I need my horseback. And we need to get out of here. This zone is not at all where we need to be. Oh my god, stop being in my way. You try to leave and a wall of men shows up. Alright then. Well, we've learned the Silverlight Hills are a no-go area. Ow. Getting tired of this. lumber mill is covered in garlic. Well, I'm not going in there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Trying to get through. Why can't I fit through here? There we go. So much more effort than it needed to be. Back to the castle. I can drop off my meager supplies and plan our next move. Given that we weren't out for very long, our supplies are practically nothing. So, since Silverlight was way out of my league bust, that leaves the Hallowed Mountains, which just sounds bad. Mortium, which we've learned is Dracula adjacent. The Cursed Forest and Gloomrot. May as well take a peek at Gloomrot, and I'm going to do it with a stolen horse. Let's just ignore that my horse is already stolen. Look at it, the horses are multiplying in here. They're all the horses I've checked, which are just going to hang around there and be annoying. A bunch of new horses that who knows if they're worth anything. Speed 10.9. That's actually pretty good. We'll use this to explore Gloomrots, which I'm not going through this to get to. That looks like hell. We'll go that way. And so we ride. Darting furtively from shadow to shadow. Warrior 64 back there. Wouldn't mind getting him into an envoy. Okay, things up here are immediately level 60. 50 way up there, and 60 and worse. And everything around me is catching fire. And I'm being spat at by who knows what. We have again made mistakes. Oh boy. And there are V-Blood targets. I am understandably panicking. Even these basic rat horror enemies are way out of our league. Mutant deer? Oh, Gloomwood. So the specialty wood of the region is real. It's just uncommon. And looks just like all the rest of the wood. It even looks nasty. Mutated and deformed wood. Oh. Rats and spitters. But we are arguably agile enough to do a little exploring. It's just not very smart to pick any fights in the area. There's a waygate. Pools of rebirth with mutant grease. Oh, hooray. Transcendent camp with tech stuff. I guess Transcendum is the local faction. Whoa. Lightning. I don't know what I just ran through, but those mutant wolves don't like me. I think Gloomrot North here is above my level again. Maybe we don't want to be in Gloomrot North. Ow. Take my eyes off the world for a second and lightning just targets me. Oh, it's getting worse. Mutant moose that has mutant blood. Whoa, okay. Mutant bear. Another one of these terrifying machines. And now we're back in going to die. As I tripped over Silverlight by going in the wrong direction. Dash, dash. No, no, we're overwhelmed. Come on, dash, work. How did I end up in Silverlight? I went too far west. Shockingly, I'm not actually carrying anything that cannot be teleported. So if I can make it to this waygate, we can actually get home. That's a bunch of Silverlight stuff I'm not equipped to handle. So, what about the Mortium region? Is that also shockingly above my ability to handle? Cotton seed is good. But for a location that was billed as having wool thread, one does not cut it. Also, wool thread cannot be teleported, so I'm cut off from the teleport network now. Something going on over there I want no part of. We're just going to try and take a peek east. Not sure what part of leaving they're unclear on. Oh dear. Move. Do something. Do anything. Why is everything on fire? Well, add my peak, that was enough. So the long and short of it is, we're stuck in Dunley until we can complete the chapter objectives. which is basically not going to happen given our gear level and other problems we're facing. Here's the abandoned farm again with its freaky scarecrows. If you ever need plant fiber, this is one of those places to be, but you have to deal with these things. Yeah, let's just set course for home again. Route 97. Hello. We're risking it. Oh no, what reinforcements have been called? And yikes. Will someone explain to me 200 damage in a single shot? There he is again. Trying to get my stuff. And he has managed to surround himself with more friends. Where's my rose brew? Ah! Out of my way. I'm trying to sort through my stuff I just picked up, and I'm not seeing one of my potions. Oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone. If you can't do that, then just die. So that Route 97 is now over there. But it's also daylight. And he's, of course, walking by more reinforcements. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him out. Unless we can lure him into the shade of these trees. Right this way, friend. Now, I don't want to feed.
Thoughts are mine to dominate. You are under my command.
That hurt.
Your
Whew.
mind is mine to control.
Managed to get him before he pulled out another attack. Now I've just got to sneak him home. Always the worst part. We also have a blood moon coming up, which could be a good thing, but I kind of doubt it. The bosses we need to face are still so far above our gear level that not even blood moon buffs can help us. Hi, Vince. Just keep moving. Where's the shade? Ran through a whole bush and it wasn't good enough. Nope. Nope. Stay away from the fire. Everything about this is bad. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And we've actually made it. Let's get this guy into a cell.
You look right at home. I am missing key ingredients.
So there's our prize for the day. And we have things to pack up. You can have the regular wood. You can have the gloom wood. Which gets us, I don't know what that is. That's enough wool thread to make another armor part. We have so much thick hide we can't do a thing with. And it's a blood moon, but nobody cares. Actually, this might work out. I might actually be able to do something with this blood moon. The key traits of Blood Moon is plus 20% blood effects. I'm sitting on a whole bunch of Rogue 94. Maybe we can take down General Krieg with this. To the Haunted Mine we go. So I've got Blood Moon, Merciless Bow. We're over level 50. So we might be able to challenge Krieg. We might even be able to challenge Meredith.
The light is the greatest disinfectant.
We don't need Christina to be here. So first question, is Meredith in the area? Yikes. And second question, is Krieg on patrol? Based on the blood scent, Krieg appears to be in his arena. And I hear Meredith, so she's here soon. Hey, you.
Has guided you to me. I must use this. Bless this shot. Bless this shot. Bless this shot. Bless this shot.
Can the chaff just go away? Apparently not. Apparently it's not enough to have to deal with the boss. I also have to fight off 2 sources of fire. Meredith has also abandoned the fight, so she's at full health again now. Yep, fat lot of good this Blood Moon has done us.
My blood, restore my body.
Wait, is she dead? She is. The locals killed her.
I feel stronger.
And we have the Merciless Axes blueprint. And Krieg is on patrol. Good news about Krieg is that he's technically weaker. Technically. Nope. Darn. A few of these guys. And he can just summon these guys for the hell of it. Whether or not I hit his Dark Ward. We've reduced him to half, which means we're doing well, but it also means he's about to get worse. No, darn it. I can't do much if he drops his ward while I'm charging the shot. Also, the terrain just ate my arrow. It definitely hit him, but apparently nobody cares. Even so, I think we're winning. Victory.
Death is inevitable. I feel stronger.
So at the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering, we managed to down 2 V-Blood targets in one night. Technically. One of them wasn't our kill. Militia. Militia? Is Mirth back already? Just leave. She's dead. Bones and nothing else. What a disappointing chest. So 2 V-Blood targets and some decent loot. Next challenge. Getting away with it. And on top of that, daylight. So for having really good rogue blood and the critical strike and all that, I didn't see a single critical during that whole fight with Krieg. Oh hooray. I crit for 17 and 19, when my normal attacks are 14 and 13. An extra 5 damage over a critical hit. Why even bother to have critical hits at all? I mean, serious question. If I can crit for not even 20, and they can hit me normally for 80, and some regular dudes can hit me normally for over 120, where is all my power? That's a weird looking rock. Just a rock, though. Seriously, the stronger I get, the weaker I feel, because everything else scales around me at twice the rate. And I can't just out-level them, because all the things that I would need to be able to do that are gated behind them in the first place. But at least I can make my axes go merciless now. So despite everything, we are getting somewhere. Water well. A well filled with useless water. Then why does it exist? Why would you even give me the ability to build something that has no function? Hell's Clarion Spores. My Hell's Clarion bed full? I think that's it. Hard to tell, though. I know this is Blood Rose. I know these aren't Hell's Clarion. That's Sunflower. So this must be it.
I cannot build here.
And it is. They look the same. But one night also cost me half of my blood. We're tapping him. Let me eat a rat. And the rat won't do it, so we'll give him one of these as well. There we go. 97% brute in the pocket. That's some good blood. Our other servant, our actual humble worker, is ready.
You will serve your purpose well.
Way to merciless our axes, which is done with ruby, and greater blood essence and blanks. The good blanks. We also have Reapers that do bonus damage to undead. Why would I want or need that? Well, it's gotta be better than the sword. Speaking of which, you have nothing, have the sword. This is mutant grease. It says it's for tanning. I guess. That recipe is also locked. New plan, have the improved axe. That didn't raise him by very much. I still have to finish making armor and accessories for these people. We just have a whole lot going on. Also, why is my horse starving? It was full of plant fiber. Oh. Is that where I got those stacks and stacks of plant fiber earlier that I didn't know where they came from? How? Max speed 10.9, acceleration 6.2. I think the horse we abandoned was better than this one. This horse up here is better than the one we just threw away. Dracula's Demise. Blood crystals and bat hide. Aha. So Silverlight, Gloomrot, Mortium, all of them are way above what I can handle. Krieg has given us Reapers. We can now summon the Skeleton Priests to get Scourge Stone here at home. And we have a decoration. Hooray. Unholy Spell Point. What are these? Damage and Leech, inflicts Condemn. And cancels and silences attacks. Pretty potent. Another dash. You inflict Condemn and summon a warrior. Compared to spawns an illusion that inflicts weaken and grant phantasm. Or summon Death Knight for 6 seconds. Really? 6 seconds on a summon? I think we'll take the Bone Dash. And then we got a Storm Point from Meredith, who I'll also have to check out what we got for her. Static electrifies, so dealing them physical damage does 10% magic damage with a bonus shock. And chains to another target and statics them. Oh, when a static target perishes. So that's less impressive. Kind of potent spells here. Of course, I don't have jewels. Well, I don't have jewels on me for any of them. It wouldn't say anything if I had jewels in the chest. This compares to the Ice Nova. And the Blood Right. I think we take it and replace Blood Right. So Krieg has given us Reapers, and that's about it. We've also took advantage of Meredith. We had a Storm Spell Point and a Holy Resistance Potion. We may need that. We can also now take on Bane the Shadowblade and Grethel the Glassblower. Bane is important because Bane gives us human form, which will finally allow us to take advantage of the merchants next door. Grethel just lets us make glass. Reapers have a nice wide swing. A spin. And a lingering spinning thingy. Again, this is for undead. Not very impressive. Really not very impressive. I'd be better off using my axes. Or the spear, which I am very, very tired of. When am I going to find another weapon that's good against creatures? Also, just how nearby is this Bane the Shadowblade? How many wolves are there? They just keep coming. So nearby has become close. Neither word had any real meaning. That's a mess. I just need to go up here somewhere-ish, somehow. Past the water and the problems. We're now very close. That also doesn't tell me anything. Is he in the Bastion with Octavian? No. He's further east. Encounter imminent. That's him. This one isn't a skeleton. That's the only way this makes sense.
You think the shadows are your ally? Darkness never ending.
Whoa. That's a strike.
Die in the dark.
We are accomplishing nothing and getting torn apart. So, pretty much what I expected, really. Stunned, can't do a thing. Yeah, we're dead if we can't get away from this guy. Great. And where are we? Matched. We match his level. That certainly felt matched. Uh-huh. Time to slink home and pretend we're a winner. Earlier bosses were fine if we could match their gear score. They just had mechanics that you had to respect. And then everything was fine. Now, though, now basically every boss is an extremely agile piece of nonsense that you are not fast enough to evade, don't have enough abilities to counter. I'm up to Iron Tier gear, and I'm having a harder time than I ever did while wearing Bone. So with all that in mind, I think I've had just about enough of this for now. think our play is going to be to basically not play the game and focus more on the grand strategy arc. All the sending people away to collect things. And hoping that we can basically farm resources this way. But in order to farm resources this way, we need the resources to equip these people. So once again, it's gating the stuff you need behind having the stuff you need. Poe can bring us some coarse thread here. It'll take him all day, but it's better than letting him stay home. My other one is just not going to reach 500 or 600. That's just not happening. Yeah, we've got 200 and 160, and we don't really have the means to equip them any higher than that. So I guess that'll do it for this stream, and we've got to gotta wait for our guys to come back. There's really nothing else I'm going to accomplish until we get some more scrolls and upgrade some more merciless gear, and even that might not be enough. And from there, there's nowhere we can go. And we're going to need merciless equipment and some kind of new armor. So we're just completely stuck here until we can get more research. And these scrolls are stupidly expensive. Because first we have to make the paper, then we combine the paper with the coarse thread, and we also need coarse thread to make wool thread and things to equip our servants. So we just have coarse thread is the bottleneck. Coarse thread goes into wool thread, and wool thread goes into hollow fang to give our servants the bare minimum of equipment. Just the absolute bare minimum. I could go back here and give them, I don't know, Night Stalker into one of the specialist ones. And I guess that'd be fine. But more coarse thread. And more coarse thread, so it actually solves nothing. Nothing is solved by doing that. Maybe give them plated bone guard, wouldn't that be a joke? I suppose it'd be better than nothing. James, how would you like to wear garbage? So that's bones and rugged hide, grave dust, morning lily. It's so rudimentary that it starts. And I even need hide to make these normally. The other problem we're going to have is that all of my hide is immediately turned into leather. So I don't have any spare rugged hide. Unless we just wander around and stab some wolves and deer. Which, conveniently, don't seem to exist on my property.
Whispers of blood.
There we go. Wolves. So strange to be hunting wolves for their hides. It's about the lowest level thing I could possibly be doing. And we need, oh, whatever crude gem we can scrape up. Mist stones are fine. And some of this greater essence. Here we go, James. Enjoy your garbage. It goes from 160 to 240. And then we boost him the last of the way to 360. I guess that's kind of respectable. It's at least better than nothing at all. But honestly, not by much. And I'm going to drink this 30% warrior because it's trash. And then I don't have to think about it anymore. You, on the other hand, are getting tapped again. James available. It was a Dunley military. So he can technically do 440 if I send him after a military area. But what do we have around here that's military? 600. I could send him here. This would net paper. Or, hey, I'm seeing coarse thread. That might be worth it too. That's really not much. Nina can secure more, but at a slight risk to herself. Let's just send them off. And that is everybody occupied. I think that'll do it for the day. The game is honestly becoming tiresome with this level of grind and feeling more and more like a mobile game. Like, who balanced this? How long am I expected to be stuck at this level? Unable to progress, and unable to do anything about my inability to progress. We're just farming paper. And that's it. That's all we can do right now is farm scrolls to try and unlock gear upgrades. Because we can't buy anything in this region until we kill this guy, who is above our gear and skill level. Hang on. Corrupted him into a servant of undeath. I wonder if this means he's undead, and therefore the Reaper will be strong against him. Of course, would it even matter? He's too fast. He's too fast, deals way too much damage with a very powerful radial attack. There's just hardly anything we can do to him. I could also use some sunflowers and gem dust to get Dark Priests. Fight them for Scourge Stone. Alright, this will be our last thing of the day. Harvesting the garden. Sure am glad to have a nice, convenient herb garden. We have extra blood rose and fire blossom seeds, but don't need them. Actually, maybe we do. Blood Rose is the healing potion. So maybe I should dedicate more space to them. Fire Blossom, on the other hand, doesn't do much that I'm aware of. Maybe it would go in. Oh, it goes into Wrangler's potion. Don't really care. Sunflowers seem important too. But Fire Blossom. Just the Wrangler's potion. So that's going to do it for now, I think. We have beaten our face against various walls quite long enough, and not much is going to be able to happen until my servants come back with all the resources that they're collecting. So, that could be tomorrow, except it can't because tomorrow is Wednesday, or Tuesday. So that will be on Wednesday. They should definitely be back by then, because I'm fairly sure that their mission times run even while we're offline. So, that's all for now. See you next time.